I fell behind my project. I fell behind my reading schedule. This is my project that I'm working on, a summer study of women who sold relations for a living. You can tell I'm still trying to get around the language. I think last week I said that I was really excited for this week because I was moving from just General West to California, and California, the ancestor that I have in my family tree was a woman who worked in the industry in California. And so I was excited about that. I didn't realize that I actually am not going to be reading the books that are related to her until next week, until I went to start my reading for this week. I was a little disappointed. And then a couple things happened. The holiday weekend kind of threw us off. We had a lot of stuff going on this week. Nothing bad, but just, you know how stuff comes up in life and you just end up having chores and errands. And what happened is I combined that with looking at my reading, being a little not excited about it, realizing that I had two pretty small books and then one thick book, that Alice memoir that I had mentioned. I wasn't even totally sure if it was going to be relevant to the project, and so I wasn't sure if I was going to read it, and I just wasn't enthused. I kept putting it off, and now it's Friday. I haven't done any of the reading, and I also have something going on with work. I think most of you know that I run Family Tree Notebooks. I only have two big sales a year. I have one for the whole month of July and one for the whole month of November. And I do like big sales, like I usually introduce a new project and then things are heavily discounted and I put out a lot of stuff, and I've just been distracted with that. All to say, it's Friday. I could spend today trying to play catch up so that I'm ready to tackle week 7 next week. I'm not gonna do it. I'm giving myself a pass to probably read the 2 skinny books over the weekend, but even if I don't, it's gonna be okay. And I wanted to do a video about that because I feel like sometimes people set up these projects for themselves, and then if they miss a week or they fall behind, they feel like, well, the whole thing's just tanked. It's just failed. I tried to do it. I'm not the kind of person that can do this, and so I'm done. This is where, even though I set up a structure, this is where I get to jump in and give myself grace and say, you know what? You wanted it to be like this. It's gonna look a little bit different, but it's your thing. You're in control. You do you. It's gonna be okay, because learning is fun. It's not supposed to feel like you're being punished for something. As long as you're just sort of generally moving in a forward direction, you can't really fail at learning for fun. That's why it's so fun. So this is a non-educational post just to remind you that sometimes life happens and it's just gonna be fine. We'll just figure it out. So I will be back next week, probably with more to say about California. But this week, the ladies of the evening and I are just taking a break from each other.